Hey everyone, it's Billy Hale. Today we're in the gun shop, and I thought what we would do is customize some weapons and modify them for better accuracy and range. I also brought along some real deal vintage pieces. As we get in there with some three-dimensional RDR2 stuff, we can actually look at what we're doing with some real, and you get an idea of what it looks like or feels like or in relationship to my hand. So let's jump in the catalog here. Actually, let's jump in the customization. And I'm not going to do them all because all the customization on these are sort of the same. Now, there are a few differences here and there. And we're going to start out with my favorite pistol. This is a gun you can get early on. If it's dirty, you can pay to clean it. It usually doesn't cost very much. As you can see, I've already tweaked this thing out, but let's talk about what I did and why I did it. We'll start out with the barrel. You definitely want to increase the length, because as you can see, it gets you that accuracy on there. And then you want to increase the rifling. Now you may think, boy, that's not much of an increase, but it's in game and it's there for a reason. You definitely want to maximize what you have in your hand when you're shooting, and always improve the sights. And so the grip, I did go ahead and get a pearl grip. I like ivory grips. Pearl to me is kind of a fancy grip, but I like the way it looks. And then that gets us to the looks compartment or department. So when you go into metals, you can choose metals all over the gun. So like this barrel could be black or silver or whatever. So you could have all your guns look nickel or chrome, or you could go bronze, which is interesting. Not really my style, but I think I'm going to bronze out all my stuff. And then you can go to the frame and change that out as well. And then you choose each one. And like me, I like my lever and my trigger or my hammer to be black. So that's what I've done. We'll jump out of there and go to engraving. So one thing I'll say is you're gonna, if you look down here, this bar that's changing will change the engraving on the gun. Now I like, which one did I pick? I picked the first one? I don't know, but I'm liking the second one. So I'm going to back out though and leave it the way it is. When you do your engraving, always go to your inlay, because if you inlay it with the dark, you can see it better than if it's inlaid with the light. Depends on what you want. You know, you may not want to be that way. And then you could change the, you could take the engraving off of certain parts of the gun as well. And then the carvings are for your grip, and you can pick the one. All my pistols are going to be running the same thing, which is the snake. And then we have a scorpion and a puma, a little baby deer, and an eagle and a buck. And then finally, there's no varnish, of course. But if you had a wood handle, you would. We go to ammo, and you definitely want to ammo up and get some high velocity or express, so you shoot less and hit harder. So I'm going to jump out of here and go to my varmint rifle. The varmint rifle is what you need if you're hunting a beaver or something like that, where you're trying to get the pelt and you don't want to jack it up. So let's verify. Yes, I have rifling. Good. Iron sights. No, I have a scope on there. So would you want iron sights if you have a scope? I don't know. I'm going to do it anyway. It's, you know, it's not a real, well, I do run guns with scopes and sights. I'm not sure if that's how this works. This has a medium scope. And then the stock, once again, as you know how I feel, I don't understand. And then the wraps appear to just be a visual, but I'm going to go there. And we're going to back it out. Now we're going to get into style. I'm going to go to engravings first. And I'm not very zoomed in on this guy. I tend to like the first one the most every time. I didn't go with my inlay metal. I'm going to do that. And then the barrel, yes, that looks nice. Yes, yes, I like all that. Engravings, carvings, leather, varnish. Okay, so this will be on your butt, and I don't need that because my butt is covered up. Leather we already have. Varnish. You can change the color of your stock here. I do like this option quite a bit. Where do I like it? I'm going to go there for no apparent reason. All right, Is that everything? Let's go back to metals. Did I skip that? Yeah, I did. All right. I'm going to do what I've been doing. Gold, brass. I'm going to go brass. Not as tacky, but pretty showy. Frame brass, hammer black, sight black, trigger black, and we're done. All right. Now we've kind of looked at everything, so let's go up to this Cattleman revolver and take a look at it. So you're looking at that right here. Now I have a couple of pieces here. This is a 1914. This is actually the older of the two. It has a stag handle. It's nickel plated, original nickel. And then the interesting thing about this gun is that it has a black hammer and a black trigger guard down here. And the serial numbers don't match on these. Also, it has a black ejector right here. And so it's called a campfire gun, where two guys are cleaning their guns at the campfire and they decide they want to swap out pieces. That is not good if you own like a Walker coat or something that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's not good with this gun either, but this is how this gun was, and I got it when I was 12. My dad got it for me, and so I can't really argue with this. Who knows how many rounds I've put through this gun. The gun you're looking at on the table is what I'm going to do to this gun. So this, well, sort of. This belonged to a Texas Ranger. He was on the Texas border during Prohibition, and this gun was used in daily carry and was involved in a lot of things, if you mean what I know. The gun, if you can see, was gold at one time, and then it's been worn down from use. Every part on this gun matches, and it has ivory grips. These were taken from an elephant that escaped from a zoo. They knew that my friend had an elephant gun, and they said, if you shoot him, you can keep the ivory. And he did, and he made handles for all the guys in the sheriff department that he worked for at the time. He was also a Texas Ranger in the 30s, as I said. And so somewhere something happened. There are little holes in the handle, and then it's capped with silver. I've never got the story on what happened to this side of the gun. But this is what he carried his whole career until he died, and he left it to me. So we're going to kind of mimic this pistol right here with this gun. So we'll clean it, and then we'll jump down to components. Now we're going to go to the ivory to match the ivory on my other gun. I'm going to go to barrel. Now I know a shorter barrel gun is good for drawing, but we're going to lengthen this guy. That would be a buntline special right there. Rifling, we'll add that. We did the grip, we did the barrel, iron sights. Jump up that accuracy just a little bit. All right, so that's as tweaky as we can get on there. Now we're going into style. So we could do all silver, but since Rufus's gun was gold, we're going to do gold like Rufus. The cylinder was gold. It'd be cool if you could do a worn look. And gold. And gold. I wonder if you could do gold all on here. I'm missing somewhere. All right, and we're back. Then we're going to go to engravings. Then we're going to do the inlay trick. And make sure that, oh, what? Okay, we're picking engraving number 1 because it's always, oh, okay, you can't do that until you do that. Okay, so we'll do some black inlay. All that looks awesome. Guns like this, if you were to actually have a real one, would be worth so much money. Then we'll get on our grip here and drop in our snake because it's the most evil of all the icons they have there. And then ammunition, I should be topped off. Once again, maximize. Okay, so I'm going to continue tweaking out my weapons, and I guess you could stop watching here if you wanted, or you can continue on. I'm going to go to iron sights. Iron sights on a sawed-off shotgun. I'm not even going to say what it's like, but that's crazy town. I'd do it anyway for the game. A wrap like this would actually be handy because your hand wouldn't get burnt when you're popping off those barrels. Go to styles, Go to metals. I'm going brass, y'all. Okay, so here's where this comes in handy. So we'll go brass there. We'll go hammer black. We'll go sight black. Trigger black. Trigger guard brass. All right. Engravings. You know what I like. Black inlay. Everything else is cool. We're speed modifying now. Carvings. Snake. Be cool if I put some sort of ivory grip on here, but of course you can't. We did that already. I do it every time. And varnish. So there actually are some cool looking woods that you can pick. I'm going to go with that because it matches the brass. We're out of there. Oh, and then you want to max out your ammo again. Now the pump shotgun, always handy, something to have if you think something's going to go down on the trail. I always recommend that you have this gun on you. All right, the length, increasing the accuracy, which is true. It decreases handling in close quarters, but we don't have to worry about that. All right. We're going to put iron sights on our shotgun, which isn't a terrible idea on a gun of this length. Stock. Whatever. Wrap. Heck yeah. All right, now we're going to make it fancy. Styles. Metals. We're going to go brass. Sorry. There would never be a shotgun made of brass, by the way. Brass. Well, that bolt should be black, so we'll go black there. Go brass on the frame, looking awesome. Hammer black, sight black, trigger black. And then engravings, engraving number 1. I'll tell you what, I'm going to stop here. You guys know what I'm about to do. Do you want to? I guess if you want to stop, you can. If you want to keep watching, you can, because I'm going to keep going. So just trying to be thoughtful, you know. All right, we're out of there. Carvings. Oh, okay, we got some stock carvings. I kind of like the wolf. This looks like a t-shirt. All right, we'll go there. Leather. Oh, we can't have that. I already did it. Okay, whatever. The beauty's underneath. We'll go with that one again. And we're out of that. So we're highfalutin, hoity-toity, maximizing the ammo. Oh, I don't have it. Okay. We're going to buy all the slugs we can buy till they make us stop, which I guess is now. Yeah. All right. Hunting knife. Let me tell you something. There's no brass knife, but it's going to be brass to match my whole ensemble. Engraving, engraving number 1, inlay metal black. Yes, yes. Yes, and bingo. That looks awesome. You know what? Let's go look at engravings again. These engravings might be different. Oh, they are. Holy cow. Skulls and out. But that one is definitely the best. So we'll bust out of there. Medusa, I would think. No, those are cranes and a lady. And then we're going to get that handle looking good. I'll go with the light walnut. All right. No ammo for the knife. We got that, we got that, we got that. Did I work on the carbine? I did, but I don't see metals. Let's go to style. Okay, well, we're brassing this boy up. I believe my dogs got in the way when I was doing this. Lever's got to be brass. Sight must be black. Trigger must be black. All right. And engravings. Bingo. Black. We're out of there. Carving. I don't need it. It's covered up. Leather, yes. Varnish. And I've stopped talking. Remarkable. This is not the same. This is maple, but I like it. Man, that's a pretty gun, I gotta say. You know what? That scope is just standing out like a sore thumb. Barrel frame hammer sight. Okay. What? I didn't do it? Okay. Now I'm wasting your time and mine. All right. So that's done. Volcanic, cattleman. All right. We did it all. Now there are some guns I need to buy, but that's for a different video. Thank you guys for watching. Hit subscribe. Ride with Billy Hell, y'all. What? That's right.